This article is about the finding of antibodies in a mammoth. And when this was dated using radio-14 carbon dating, it was found to be tens of thousands of years old. At first sight, this seems to be not that relevant to the Bible, but actually it is. And it's interesting that we are exhorted to gird up the loins of our mind, and we're exhorted to worship God with our mind as well as our body and soul. And we need to think things through carefully because there's an awful lot of talk about nuclear decay rates, being able to show the Earth is millions of years old and show that artifacts are tens of thousands of years old. Yet the Bible timeline seems to only suggest a recent creation less than 10,000 years old. So where does all this time come from? It's in all probability that we're dealing with a situation where nuclear decay is not something that we can rely on to tell us how old something is, and certainly not for things in the past that go beyond a couple of thousand years. So whatever they're measuring, they're not measuring time. And one of the reasons we've said that in regard to dinosaurs, etc., is because the soft tissue found now in their fossils cannot last more than thousands of years. Likewise, this antibody was far too young, so it cannot be tens of thousands of years old. And if that's the case, then we need to cast doubt on all these sorts of processes. They can help to inform us of something, but it's not that things are as old as they say they are. So, for example, when we've come to date things like dinosaur bones using radio-14 refined carbon, we find that it's only maybe 22,000 or 26,000 years old using that system. What that tells us is that even by that system, they cannot be millions of years old. And it does confirm that the soft tissue is telling us that these things are only thousands of years old. And likewise, when we come to Egyptian chronology, which is often looking at things at 2,000, 2,500 years ago, we cannot trust these systems to be giving us accurate dates. There's been questions about this for some time. So I think Christians need to be aware that the dates that are often thrown around may not be accurate. In fact, in all probability, are not accurate. And they should trust the Bible and have their confidence in what God says. Well, thank you.